Well, what an amazing 36 hours this has been. From casting our vote yesterday morning at 7 a.m. to late evening activities at the Patrick Bet David podcast, and then on to early morning news watching as the results came in. I just want to say what a big congratulations for all of those who participated in our democratic process of elections, and congratulations to all those winners. Certainly the biggest congratulations goes out to our 47th president, Donald Trump, as well as our good friend Bernie Moreno from the great state of Ohio, who became U.S. Senator. Congratulations to all those and their hard-fought victories. You know, as I was thinking about the day and the evening, what a testament to this unbelievable nation we call the United States of America, where people of many different economic levels, gender, race, can come together fighting for family principles, common sense politics, faith-based politics, to cross boundaries and to take this country to the next level. Obviously, we need to end the divisive nature of the politics and the vile name-calling that we have seen against the citizens of this great nation. But really, just unbelievable testament to our forefathers, the Bible-based principles of our Constitution, and what everyone has done to commit themselves to making this country great again. I also thought a lot about my parents, thinking about the importance of bringing people together and raising people up. That was their mission. Many of you know my mother was the first person in her family to be able to go to college. She then went on to Union Seminary to get her master's degree in Christian education, and opened up self-improvement and self-confidence schools, primarily for young and middle-aged women, to help them advance their careers. Graduated over 50,000 students from 12 different schools, lifting them up to achieve greatness in this country. And many of those women came from various ethnic backgrounds and used the trainings of my mother to find a better life for themselves and for their families. And though my dad was very active in politics, and I'll touch on that in a minute, when he was a child, he had newspapers as curtains in his home during the Great Depression. He worked 3 jobs by the age of 13 in order to put food on the table for his younger brother and his mother, who had lost her husband when he was only 11. And the reality of the situation is he built a business in the inner cities of Buffalo, New York, in the 60s and 70s and 80s, where he would assist African-American families in being able to buy their first home ever. He would front the deposit for them and work with the banks to finance that, so these individuals who didn't have the cash in their pocket were able to live the American dream and own a home. And when he passed away in 2018, after a long battle with dementia, many of those first-time homeowners from the 60s and 70s arrived at his funeral in Buffalo to pay respects and to thank me and my sister for the graciousness of my father to be able to bring them out of lower income, poverty, and provide a vehicle to buy their first home. So I want to thank my mom and my dad. They taught my sister and I the virtues of hard work and not identity politics. There was no form of, these type of crazy thoughts that are happening in our home. We're family and faith-based, and they broke barriers in a very deep blue city like Buffalo, New York, to help people, because that's the right thing to do, to lift them up. My dad, active in politics, he was the last Republican councilman at the time ever to be elected in Buffalo. Think about that. But he always crossed party lines, joining arms with Democrats to fight busing and other evils of the day. He then, down in Sarasota, Florida, became the president of the Republican Club. And I'm proud to say that back in 2014 and 2015, he helped the 45th and now 47th president become president, launched the campaign in Sarasota, Florida. He was a big supporter of Donald Trump. And I know as he was looking down from heaven over the last couple of days, he definitely had a hand with our good Lord in making sure that this country found its values again and common sense principles, decency, protecting our children, protecting the unborn, and bringing about a positive feeling within the nation. But what does that mean? That means we need to extend our hand, our olive branch, to all those that are American citizens. The reality of the situation is we are Americans through and through, and we need to support each other. We need to come together. Sure, we may have differences, but we need to have civil discord about that, discuss those, and try to find the best solutions across party lines, across race, gender. It doesn't matter, to bring this nation back together, because this is the greatest nation in the world. We provide the opportunity for anyone who is interested to achieve the American dream, and we are a beacon of light across a dark world. People count on us internally within this country and externally. So congratulations again. God bless the United States of America.